Well, that's a long story, because I was 10 years old, and that was the beginning of Cub Scouts in the United States. And my Cub Scout master, I was 10 years old, and he had this bugle from World War I. And he gave it to me. He says, I'm not going to use it. You be the troop bugler. And so I was 10, and I was bugling for Boy Scouts. When I was 12, I became a Boy Scout instead of a Cub Scout. Actually, I'm the first Cub Scout in the state of Wisconsin. Then I was 12 years old, and so everything with Boy Scouts from then on for me. I incidentally went to South Milwaukee High School. But then I joined, while I was 12 years old, I joined the Milwaukee County Boy Scout Drum and Bugle Corps. So for 4 years, until I was a senior, I played in the Drum and Bugle Corps. Ultimately, I became the lead bugler with that corps. Then I went to University of Wisconsin and enrolled there. And I played with the university band my freshman year, because every boy going to university, a state university, must belong to the ROTC. And they told me, if you have an instrument that you can play in the ROTC band, that counts. So I played in the band with Ray Dvorak and got to all the football, basketball games and all that, parades and everything else. But then I did not play in the band for 3 years. I was running with the cross-country and track teams, and so I couldn't do both. And so I extended my stay at the university for 1 semester. You make a 5-year. At that time, then in January, as actually December 7th was Pearl Harbor Day. And I had my induction papers. See, you know, the letter from President Roosevelt, "Dear Howie, I need you, join." So I joined the Navy. And I joined the Navy to become an officer, to go to midshipman school.
How has it been playing taps that you must have played it hundreds of times? If you're 97.
I was in the Navy for 4 years, and then I went to Sheboygan, where I was a 4-H club agent. I played with the World Concert Band, and I did taps occasionally, but that wasn't my business then. I was with the band, concert band. I stayed with them as a 4-H club agent at county fairs like this. I judged the Washington County Fair, and their county agent judged our fairs in Sheboygan. Anyway, then I decided to go to the ministry. So I was married, and I had 2 children, and we went to Lutheran Seminary in Minneapolis, and my instruments just stayed quiet for 3 years.
How's music impacted your life?
Well, music is all of my life. It's every place I've gone ever since, because when I went into the ministry, I would be playing with a band in the area or something while being a pastor, and camping. I was very involved in camping, and the bugle or a trumpet. Often played taps or goodnight campers when all the campers are there.
So you're 97, and the bugle dates to what?
The bugle, I got it in 1930, but it was from World War II. It was not an official bugle, but he had it. I don't know where he got it. But anyway, but I've played with this bugle along with my trumpet and my horn. I play an E-flat upright horn. That's the Oompa horn in the German band, the Blaskapelle. So when I came here, after I had 30 years in the ministry, I came here to move in with my wife at Cedar Ridge. and we've been there now 29 years out of the 30. So all the time then I joined the irregulars, in other words, marching band. I played trumpet with them, and I have an E-flat horn. It is a relic that my brother Merle took out of a rubbish heap at a garage sale of his church, the Methodist Church in Milwaukee. And I got it fixed up, and I've played 30 years. I've played with the German band, and so now and this week, as an example, we play here Sunday afternoon for a couple hours. Last week we played every week. Once we start our spring and summer program, it's at least once a week the band Blas Capel with the horn. I don't use a bugle there at all. However, I have played I don't know how many Memorial Days for the city of West Bend. We and a high school band alternate buglers for playing taps at the memorial service on Memorial Day. And so it's still working. The VFW in the meantime asked me to play for whenever a bugle is called for at funerals. I have not often, but whenever I'm called, I will go with them. So my bugle is still good. I think it is anyway. How did it sound?
Sounded great.
Thank
Sounded
you.
great. Thank you,
Thank you.
Howie.